Hi, my name is Drake, and this is a vlog for my therapist. But if anyone else sees this, hi, my name's Drake. I have two black cats. One's named Onyx, and the other's named Shade, because she be throwing a lot of shade nowadays. Last week, my therapist assigned me to do some homework for like my depression and stuff. They gave me two options. I could either start a new hobby or go on a vacation. So I figured, why not do both? The hobby I chose was to do black and white film photography using the camera that my mom used when she worked for the newspaper, back when the media was manipulated by lizard people and not just lizard people with money. I would consider starting guitar, but I've been practicing for the past 2 months. I wanted an electric one for my birthday, but I got a cordless one instead, which is cool, I guess. As for vacationing, that was kind of hard because I didn't know where to go. So I thought I'd ask my second therapist where to go. And by second therapist, I mean my hairstylist.
Why don't you go somewhere boring and forgettable?
And that's when it hit me, like the bodies hit the floor. I knew exactly where to go because what could be more boring and forgettable than Las Vegas? Day one. What are some things you wish you could change? I guess some things I wish I could change is just how intensely I feel stuff, you know? Because sometimes I go through bad shit and I overreact, and then I'll go through good shit and underreact, if that makes any sense. So that's some stuff I wish I could change without medication, preferably. Day two. Name 5 things you're grateful for. I'm grateful for Tim Burton movies, The Color Black. I'm gonna count Hot Topic and Spencer's as one thing because they're basically the same store if you think about it. The paramount role of skeletons in our pop culture and whatever. Really grateful for my black cats because they don't bring bad luck, they actually bring good luck. Day three. If you had a negative experience, how did you deal with the emotions? Okay, so maybe coming to Las Vegas was a huge mistake because it's honestly been a negative experience the whole time. But how I'm dealing with the emotions is that if shit becomes too much for me, I'll just go back to my bedroom and sleep. Day four. Say something good about yourself. All right, something good about myself. I guess a lot of guys like me want a big titty goth GF, but honestly, I just want a big heart goth GF because that would be nice as fuck. Day five. How did you take care of yourself today? How did I take care of myself today? So I almost had my camera stolen because Vegas. But I took care of myself by just making sure that the camera's all right, making sure I'm all right, and just, yeah, chilling in my bedroom while looking over this fucking desert shithole. Day six. If you reached out for help, who did you talk to and why? So I did reach out for help, and I've kind of been reaching out for help ever since I got here, specifically with my coven back in like my hometown. I talked to all of them, and they all basically gave me good advice that made this whole trip less suck-assy. Day seven. What are some things you can change and some things you cannot change? Well, I guess my therapist is some sort of framing poet or something, because, well, you know. Anyway, some things I can change. I can change how I view myself, and I can change how I view others, because I used to be the kind of guy who would just be like, fuck people upon first impressions. But after the third impression, that's when I can really choose or change how I view people instead of just immediately. Another thing I can change is what music I listen to, because I've got a lot of friends who will just basically force me to listen to their shitty Bandcamp garbage, when in reality, all I want to do is just listen to David Bowie's Black Star album. Some things I cannot change. I can't change the fact that some people unironically like Nickelback, and that's okay, I guess. Some other things I can't change is I can't change the fact that Las Vegas is a cesspit of society, and that's okay too, because this is my final day here, so whatever, man. Another thing I can't change is how ridiculously overpriced some shit here is. Like, apparently that wet bar wasn't free at all, but fuck it. I'll find a way to maneuver around that. I think for one more thing I can't change is just whenever my depression decides to fuck around and I'll find out. Like, I can change how I deal with my emotions, but I can't deal with the shit or change the shit that happens, like, in the moment, you know? Like, if something immediately happens that makes me feel sad, I'm gonna initially feel sad. But I can at least change how I feel after that. But other than that, I can't change the immediate shit. And sometimes that's okay. So I guess to reflect upon this trip, it was pretty cool to use my camera and just to see this shitty city in black and white. Because honestly, it's way too colorful for my taste. So this monochromatic stuff is my shit, and it really fits my personality. Other than that, I got to experience a lot of different things and a lot of different people while in Vegas. Although, probably for my mental and emotional health, it was a bad idea to come here. But hey, I learned that lesson now, so I never have to come here again. So if any of my friends want me to come here again, I guess I'll have to end some friendships, which is okay. You know, as long as I communicate with them like adults first and not just throw a shit fit. Finally, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ask if I can keep this camera and continue, maybe find a way to develop it or whatever. But yeah, only problem is now I just need a vacation to myself to forget about this fucking place. No offense, therapist, but I'm not gonna say your last name because it's kind of confusing, but thank you for letting me do this, and thanks for helping me. And again, if anyone happens to come across this, thank you for watching as well. And take it from me, don't go to Vegas. Oh, and one last thing, I guess. I'm not gonna be one of those douchebags who's like, yeah, I still shouldn't film. Like, whatever, man. It's cool, but yeah, you know. But yeah, anyway, this is Drake. I'm gonna go watch some horror movies now. Have a awesome day, I guess. Whatever. Bye. Shit. I can't fucking do this without coughing and dying. Jesus, let's just do that again.